Alright, Shalom, Shalom. I want to give all praises to Yahweh Bahash and the elders of Great Millstone who rule well, and salutations to the Akim out there. Spread this truth like wildfire in all truthfulness and awesome. And, this is, it's in this devil's agenda to make, basically let us eat bugs. And, you got shit going on like cricket flour being used in snacks, and now you got this, all part of Esau's great reset agenda. And this devil, he's sick. Esau is this man. It clearly says in the scriptures, creep upon all fours. Oh, all fowls that creep going upon all fours shall be an abomination unto you. Verse 21, yeah, these may ye eat, a very flying, creeping thing that goeth upon all fours, which have legs above their feet, to leap withal upon the earth. Verse 22, even these of them ye may eat, the locust after his kind, and the bald locust after his kind, and the beetle after his kind, and the grasshopper after his kind. Verse 23, slag you. But all other flying, creeping things which have 4 feet shall be an abomination unto you. Verse 24, and for these ye shall be unclean. Whosoever toucheth the carcass of them shall be unclean till the even. Verse 25, and whosoever beareth aught of the carcass of them shall wash his clothes and be unclean until the even. And hey, it's clearly unlawful, but again, this devil is sick. His mind ain't right. Habakkuk 2 and 4. Behold, his soul which is lifted up is not upright in him, but the just shall live by his faith. This devil ain't right. He wants to gather all the resources of the world. Well, give us bugs to eat and shit. This is one of their agenda. It's part of their agenda. Yeah, verse 5. Yeah, also because he transgressed by wine, he is a proud man. Neither keepeth at home, who enlargeth his desire is hell, and is his death, and cannot be satisfied, but gathered unto him all nations, and heapeth unto him all people. This man is greedy. The New World Order, aka Great Reset agenda. They're pushing eating insects. Any, yep, on the World Economic Forum. This is their agenda. Reasons insects could reduce climate change. See, that's sustainable. The Davos agenda. Yep. Our consumption of animal protein is the source of greenhouse gases and climate change. Source of protein in the way to battle climate change. The consumption of insects can affect climate change, offset climate change in many ways, which they're manipulating the weather, causing it. And eggs are ton between insects and other protein exist largely in the cultural and environmental realm. An excellent alternative at reducing the carbon footprint. That's how they're pushing it. Queen, so they're pushing it. Sex, no, of the world. One waste of your typical protein supplement. They're pushing. See, they're pushing it in different ways. Argument that insects are a good source of protein is so number two, insects require less care and upkeep than livestock. Like another the arguments that insects are a good source. Oh, okay, I already read that. Plants on the it's critical to consider how lower our carbon footprint and decrease our carbon emissions. What we think about food. Yep, agenda 2022. His time is short, so he wants to get his new world order done, ASAP. Revelation 12:12. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he had but a short time. Verse 13. And when the dragon saw that he was cast into the earth, he persecuted the woman which brought forth the man child. This part of this agenda. With him speeding it up 2030, to problems, what's going on, the signs. That this devil is he's moving faster. Like it says in, let me get it, verse 28, and when these things, which, they got to make their move before redemption. Verse 28, and when these things begin to come to pass, and look up and lift up your heads, for redemption draweth nigh. Verse 29, and when he spake to them a parable, behold the fig tree and all the trees. Verse 30, when they now shoot forth, see ye and know of your own selves that summer is now nigh at hand. Verse 31, so likewise ye, when ye see these things come to pass, Know ye that the kingdom of power Yahweh is nigh at hand. You know that it's close. EA verse 32. Verily I say, shall not pass away till all be fulfilled. That's why we warn you of the time. That's our job. I've set watchmen upon thy walls of Jerusalem, which shall never hold their peace day nor night. Ye that make mention of Yahweh keep not silent. These times of great trouble, man. Like written in Jeremiah chapter 30, verse 7. Alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time. I'm gonna read it. And these are the words. Like it for that. Let's get some out. And these are the words that Yahweh spake concerning Israel and concerning Judah. Verse 5, for thus saith Yahweh, we have heard a voice of trembling, and not of slacking for that. We have heard a voice of trembling, of fear, not of peace. Verse 6, ask ye now, and see whether a man doeth travail with child. Wherefore do I see every man with his hands on his loins, as a woman in travail, and all faces are turned in the paleness. Verse 7, alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it. So before that, there's gonna be a time of Jacob's trouble, man. The day is great. The day is great. None is like it. This devil is gonna move. This devil is gonna roll. But pray ye that your flight be not in the winter, neither on the Sabbath day. Verse 21, for then shall be great tribulation, such as was not since the beginning of the world to this time, no, nor ever shall be. Verse 22, and except those days should be shortened, there should no flesh be saved, but for the elect's sake, those days shall be shortened. Hey, this devil would, he would destroy all life on earth, including us, if the days wasn't shortened. That's why, the days are being shortened. These Edomite scientists, they said that this is a part of Esau's agenda. And it reminds me of what he's gonna do to bring this agenda, into to bring it to pass. Basically, this is what he's gonna do. Revelation 6 and 7. And when he had opened the fourth seal, I heard the voice of the fourth beast say, "Come and see." Verse 8. And I looked, and behold, a pale horse. That word there is chloros. Pale green. His name that sat on them was death, and hell followed with him, and power was given unto them over the fourth part of the earth to kill with sword, and with hunger, and with death, and with the beasts of the earth. Revelation 6 and 8, Greek. Pale green horse. One of the translations. One translation is a pale green horse. Then you get this. Which that means pale green. Green. You read about what they try and do, how they want to reduce the population to, how they all about ordo ad chaos, and link it up. This is what they're trying to do. The shit that they breathe is gonna cause people to die. Well, he's gonna bring the martial law. That's the power. That's the kill with sword, and with hunger, the famines, the manufactured famines, and with death, other ways, other sources, other causes, other causes of death, like pestilence, and with the beasts of the earth, through these weather events, it's also causing, like the wildfires, is destroying the habitat that the bears live in, causing them to move, closer to where people live and shit. Also, which is also according to prophecy too, the wild beasts shall change their places. It's in Esdras. Second Esdras 5 and 8. There shall be a confusion also in many places, and the fire shall be off sent out again, and the wild beasts shall change their places, and menstruous women shall shall bring forth monsters. We heading into them times, man. To the pale horse. You know, it's as shown by all these shortages, which are famines too, that they're bringing about. It's all by design. You know, with Esau, you know, by trying to upset prophecy, he's fulfilling prophecy. That's the funny thing about it. You devils, you know, you think that you're only gonna go so far. Job 20 verse 4, knowest thou not this of old, since man was placed upon earth? Verse 5, that the triumphing of the wicked is short, and the joy of the hypocrite but for a moment. Verse 6, though his excellency mount up to the heavens, and his head reach unto the clouds. Verse 7, yet he shall perish like forever, like his own dung. They which have seen him shall say, where is he? Verse 8, he shall fly away as a dream, and shall not be found, yet he shall be chased away as a vision of the night. Verse 9, the eye also which saw him shall see him no more, neither shall his place any more behold him. Verse 10, his children shall seek to please the poor, that they're doing right now, and his hands shall restore their goods. You know what, they're seeking to please the poor, but they know they don't fuck up. Verse 11, his bones are full of the sin of his youth, and which shall lie down with them in the dust. Verse 20, though wickedness be sweet in his mouth, though he hide it under his tongue. Verse 13, though he spare it and forsake it not, but keep it still within his mouth. There's still the same wicked devils, man. That stay oppressing our people, man. Though he spare it and forsake it not, but keep it still within his mouth. Verse 14, yet his meat and his bowels is turned, it is the gall of asps within him. Verse 15, he has swallowed down riches, and he shall vomit them up again. Yahweh shall cast them out of his belly. Verse 16, he shall suck the poison of asp, the viper's tongue shall slay him. Verse 17, he shall not see the rivers, the floods, the brooks of honey and butter. The kingdom, not gonna be in rulership. He's gonna be in the kingdom, but as a slave. Verse 18, that which he labored for shall he restore, and shall not swallow it down. According to his substance shall restitution be, and he shall not rejoice therein. Verse 19, because he had oppressed and has forsaken the poor, because he had violently taken away a house which he builded not. Verse 30, surely he shall not, which is what these devils did. This is their history. You know, why are they ruling over America and Europe? You know, ruling the whole world from America and Europe. Exactly. Who was there before? Because they're not the real Americans or the real Europeans either. The original Europeans were dark-skinned people, Japhites. And then you had Jake ruling during the Dark Ages, aka the Middle Ages. Verse 20, surely he shall not feel quietness in his belly, he shall not save up of that which he desired. Verse 21, there shall none of his meat be left, therefore shall no man look for his goods. Verse 22, in the fullness of his sufficiency, when he think he got it, he shall be in straits. Every hand of the wicked shall come upon him. Verse 23, when he is about to fill his belly, Yahweh shall cast the fury of his wrath upon him, and shall rain it upon him while he is eating. Verse 24, he shall flee from the iron weapon. Some of these elites, you know, they're going to be able to get away, or at least from the nukes. And the bow of steel shall strike them through. You know, like I like to bring out, you know, Superman. They he we read about when you do your research into the story, and his name Kal-El. He that's basically represents Yahushai. Kal-El, Kal-Allah. We break it down, all powerful. And the bow still shall strike them through. So it's interesting how I say it. Bow still shall strike them through. Verse 25, it is drawn and cometh out of the body. Yea, the glittering sword cometh out of his gall. Terrors are upon him. Verse 26, all darkness shall be hid in the secret places, of fire not blown shall consume him. It shall go ill with them that is left in his tabernacle. Yeah, because majority of these devils is gonna be taken out by the nukes, by the chariot beams. It shall go ill with them that is left in his tabernacle. You know, they're gonna go into slavery.